Well, here's a sales call. I feel kind of bad actually about jerking this poor lady around. I think she was just a sales lady trying to sell insurance policies for funerals, but I couldn't help myself and had some fun with it. So I hope you enjoy the video.
That for you and your family. So in the event of your passing, your funeral expenses won't be a burden on your spouse or your children. It also gives you the ability to leave something for your loved ones. Would you like to hear a little bit more about it?
Yes.
Okay, please hold a moment while I retrieve.
This ought to be good.
Thank you for calling. Finally, I have the pleasure of speaking with today.
My name's Jorge. Is this about a funeral plans, expenses, that type of thing?
Yes, sir, it is, Mr. Jorge. How are you?
Oh, I'm okay, thank you.
Wonderful. Well, I definitely will be able to help you with that. Again, my name's, and before you and I get started, I will need to let you know our calls are monitored and recorded for quality and training purposes.
Okay.
And I like to ask you if you have a pen and a paper handy, because I will be giving you some important information to write down. And take your time. Just let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready. I got a pen and paper right here.
Oh, great. Thank you for that. What I'll be providing to you first will be the name of our company here.
Well, let me before we get into that, I really, I don't know how long before I go, but I'd really like a fancy funeral, and I really would like a solid gold coffin. What would that type of thing cost me? I mean, I want solid gold.
Okay, so when you have a insurance policy, it depends on the funeral home that you're going to be going through to have your arrangements made. So the funeral home is where you would find out about the caskets and stuff like that. This is an insurance policy that helps your family to be able to take care of that.
Oh, okay, I get it. Well, because, I figure if I want a solid gold casket, it's going to be pretty expensive. And, I imagine it'd have to be a pretty expensive policy, don't you think? I mean, I have to pay a lot of money in premiums, wouldn't I?
Well, just from doing this for some time and talking with some of my customers, it's really not, it can be expensive depending on, because like, for example, that you're wanting to have the all gold casket. Now, you may check with one funeral home and they may have for XYZ amount, and then, you check with another location and they may have it for a cheaper amount. You see what I mean? And right now, when you're living, you just never really know how much your funeral or your services will cost, because the pricing that, is running right now, it probably won't be there, 10, 20 years from now. So the main thing is just making sure, you have something there to protect your family.
Yeah, because the price of gold fluctuates pretty rapidly, pretty crazy. So, if I, who knows how long it'll be, gold might be very expensive then, and then I paid all this money and I wouldn't get my solid gold casket.
Yeah, well, again, like I said, you would definitely just you want to first at least get some life insurance in place so that the family will be able to do that. And some of the companies that we have, they have different riders and things with them if you're diagnosed with certain health conditions.
Yeah, well, that's I guess I wouldn't be interested then, because I got the cash to pay for it. I thought you were actually selling me the actual funeral plan. I'm more interested in that than insurance, because I got plenty of money. I'm not worried about that, and I could just pay cash for it. But I thought I might be able to get a good deal on a gold casket now before the price of gold goes up.
Yeah, well, again, the funeral home would be, the market that actually purchased where you would actually purchase the caskets.
So maybe I should talk to the funeral home then about that. Not. I thought that's what you were. I misunderstood.
Yeah, well, this is for your final expenses. The way, again, like I said, the way this works, because, like, when you're, okay, let me say, so, like, when you or planning your final expenses, okay? Some people do go into the funeral home, but I will tell you this, is that you have the money there and you can purchase it when you're ready. Lots of people get insurance for. And you go into the funeral home and they say to you, well, you know what? We have the casket you want. It's going to be, XYZ. Let's just say $5,000 for the casket, right? And let's say you go in there and you said, okay, well, this is the one that I want, and I'm going to go ahead and pay the $5,000 for it. Well, let's say this. Say you live to be, 80 years old, okay, and you've went in and you've gave this insurance company, this funeral home, $5,000 for your casket. Now, this is 10 years later. Do you honestly think they're still going to have that same casket there? No. So this is why people get insurance policies, so that when you do pass away, the money that you're anticipating on using, it's in place like a liquid cash, and your family can go in and purchase the gold casket that they have at the time. But everybody has a policy for different reasons.
I get you. Because, see, here's the thing. None of my kids speak to me anymore because they all want my money. And I'm afraid if I leave it up to them to pay for the casket, then they'll just bury me in a wooden box or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I want that solid gold casket. I want to go out in style. So maybe I should just wait and bury it in the backyard or something. I don't know, because I just want to get a nice solid gold casket and kind of get a good deal for it. That's all. So maybe you can't help me after all.
Yeah, well, I can help you with a policy and plan and your arrangements. The way you do that is you leave somebody behind, your beneficiary, that will take care of it and get you a gold casket.
I don't trust any of them. They all want my money. They'll bury me in something cheap.
Why, you don't have any family members, any brothers or sisters, or?
No, they won't talk to me anymore. I'm not the nicest of people. I know it's my fault, but that's the way it is. So, but I can't trust any of them because I think they'll just rip me off and bury me in a real cheap casket, not the solid gold one like I think I should have.
Yeah, I see. Well, like I said, everybody has their final expenses. They plan them different.
Yeah.
And if you're wanting to do that, like you said, you have the money, you can purchase it. I don't know where you would keep it at because, you may be around a long time. So the same, caskets that they have now, I'm pretty sure they won't have them. However long.
I don't know. It's just something I'll have to decide. Maybe I could buy one now and bury it in the backyard till later.
Yeah, maybe you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get one and put it in the backyard and bury it. Yeah, that would be a great idea.
I think so, too. I'm glad you helped me out on that. Thanks a lot.
All right, you have a good day.
I sure will. Thank you. I think it was just a poor lady who really was an insurance saleswoman, and I couldn't help myself. She's just trying to make a living. I realize it.